It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot, woot. Hello, everyone. This is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. So tonight is Wednesday, so it's a super special night. I'm heading to Houston for the very first trade show that we've had since 2019. And I am super excited that we are going to be with you here tonight. I'm sorry, I just saw a red blinking light that just distracted me for a second. I'm so sorry. So I'm so excited that we have an exciting program for you tonight. We have some Aurifil thread that we'll be sharing with you and lots of other new stuff. Tammy is at the keyboard. Frank is behind the cameras. Let us know if you have any questions. We'd be more than happy to answer them. And without further ado, why don't we start and look at the thread that we have this month. So Frank, we're going to look overhead and we see here that this month we have the Hawaiian Blue Ginger. Ooh. So the Hawaiian Blue Ginger is a beautiful fabric, or a beautiful flower with a thread collection. And this thread, because remember, this year we are doing the variegated threads with the, this one has the variegated 4651 and 3840. This one has some yellow into purple, and this one is a purple and white, and then it is paired with this lavender that is this color 2510. The Hawaiian Blue Ginger, Tammy did a little research for us. It makes an excellent houseplant. They are easy to care for. It's not really a ginger plant. It just looks similar to a ginger flower. It's related to a spiderwort. Ooh. And it produces flowers that last for months, and they continue to produce flowers all year round. It's a huge plant, but there's also a small version, the Weeping Blue Ginger. Oh my goodness. That is just so exciting. So I took a little bit of artistic license when I pulled the fabric for this month, and based on not this recommendation, but what the flower photograph looked like, as well as what this color rendering was. Okay, so I pulled here 3 gorgeous violets from the very, very light lavender, this blue one here. I thought that the plum for the stem here would be gorgeous. There was no yellow required. They were just thinking that you would maybe take something from a previous month, but I thought it would be great to just pull in a yellow for you there. And then I put in 3 greens, including one with a little bit of a striation in there, because, well, it's just fun to be able to see a little bit of texture. So that was our fabric pick for the month. I'm so excited to see everyone join in. Make sure that you say hello and share and like it so that we can just have lots of fun. So in the pattern, we get our materials and supplies. I substituted my fabric pack here. If you love, love, love this flower and you are not a club member, let us know and we'd be more than happy to hook you up with a pack for this month. The instructions are written for fusible web adhesive. You could also do the traditional applique. So this would be the traditional. We have printed it out with the 1-inch scale, and then the reverse is for our fusible. We have in here a placement guide, but this placement guide, even though we printed it out according to our instructions, is not to scale. So we actually wrote on here, not to scale. We had Jackie go ahead and make this flower ahead of time for us. She said she was able to get it to scale, zooming it in at 110%. So thank you for doing that. And then we have also the not to scale smaller version that shows the color where it goes. So let me show you here. We have some step outs of how this can go together. Let me just set this aside here. And so Jackie went ahead and she did zoom this to 110%. I guess it's called enlarge, not, you wouldn't zoom it. I think that sounds like a fun way to do it. And whatever your background is, using a light box is also helpful, but you can place your fabric on top, okay? And with the light box, you'd be able to see this a little clearer, but we wouldn't necessarily, it doesn't show up on camera that well. You can see the light pieces there, and so we actually would just place this in order. And so 1A is the big stem here, and I am just going to show you how we could go ahead and do some placement, okay? And then we'll show you some progress. So very carefully we cut out these gorgeous pieces, we trace them and cut them. And when you're using Steam-A-Seam Light, what I really like, if you've never picked up on that before or you're watching for the first time, the thing that I really like about it is that there's this tacky property to it before you put any heat to it. So we can simply place it on, and I'm just going to position it right here. Okay, we can place it on, following it down, just like that. And what I like to do is I like to build it up, and you can build it up before you go ahead and tack everything down. Now, when we have larger pieces, oftentimes we like to work on build on an applique pressing sheet, which can make things a lot easier. But when you're working with very fragile items like this, sometimes building on that alternate board can be difficult to remove. If you're working on parchment paper, that might be an easier release, but I would hate for you to have all of your delicate pieces unfold on you. So you simply proceed one piece after another. After you've done some basic building, we have here, and look, we have some basic building. So we have a stem here, and then some leaves put on. We have lots and lots of blossoms to put on. And so when you are organizing things, this is a really great method where you actually put them in little Ziploc bags. And you know, we have all sorts of little Ziploc bags that we give you for your little projects or things like that. So you can either use sandwich bags, or you can save all of your little project bags like this and then have temporary labeling on them so that you can stay organized when you build your different pieces. So you would simply go through and follow the numbers for putting things on. Jackie is the one who shares with us where she makes things on multiple different backgrounds. And here she did make a fabric substitution, but you can see here on these that we have layered, and I'm going to lift this up so you can see it a little bit better. We have some layered petals, and then also these tiny bits. Can you see that? The tiny bits to layer on to make it be very delicate. So here you have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. You really can have a lot of fun playing with the shading and having just lots of fun with this. Having a careful scissors, you know, that Karen K. Buckley applique scissor can just be fabulous and do wonders for you. Back to this background here, Jackie had gone ahead and she did a satin stitch. She used the variegated 3770 for the flowers, and she had the stitch width of 1.6 on this particular one with a straight stitch along the stamen and the center of the flower. And then she also shared here the dark version of this, and you can see here how the leaf placement with the stripes, you can just see how beautiful that is. So hopefully this is a little bit of an overview of how these guys go together. Definitely there are a lot of pieces in this particular project that you can play with. If you had wanted to piece less, you could also, I think it would be slightly less interesting, but if you had scale size, you could cut out larger sheets and then simply do some stitch embellishment there. But having all of the little pieces really help. When we are stitching, we do recommend a stabilizer on the back. Totally Stable is really, really helpful. And Jackie went ahead and moved that so that she's ready to play into her quilt. Thank you so very much for sharing and for being an amazing Patchworks ambassador for making this so that we had this for our presentation. Thank you. So I know that Jackie isn't the only one making all amazing blocks. Colleen had shared her block from last month that she had finished. She has some really amazing thread that I'd like to share with all of you. So Tammy's going to put up a overview of the block, and then we're going to look at some close-ups of that. And I really love all of the shows that we get in our Patchworks party. If you have not joined, please hop on our book group to hop onto our Patchworks party. This particular here, this is the whole block, and you can see how gorgeous this is with these delicate blossoms. Colleen does a little bit different with this, and she does a thread painting, and you can see her how delicate, different, how you can get that of that blossom, like just turn over the edge. And let's look up even a little bit closer. We'll look at that. And then with the leaves of a particular one as well. So just so many different things that you can do. So there's stitching around those petals and then thread painting inside of the petals. So thank you so very much for that. A lot of snapping and popping of the sound. Just quick check here to see if things plugged in tight. Is it me or can you get me another space? Okay, so we're gonna but I'm gonna keep talking to you like that. Video is great today. Excited that the video is today. Oh goodness. So sounds like a heartbeat. I'm thinking of so we're going to just the batteries. It is How about this? Is this better? So let us know if we still have popping. We still have popping. Great.
No, much better.
Oh, not much better?
Yeah.
Super. Super. All right, fabulous. I might have asked the question too early along the way. Okay. All right. Well, thank you. And easy enough. And thanks, Frank, to the rescue. All right. So, any questions on any of the threads that I have shared?
I didn't see any.
Okay, no questions. So lots of beautiful inspiration here. And I'm super excited to check out all of the new things that in Thread World for what we have opportunities to see at Quilt Market when I go tomorrow. So I'm just going to place this right here, and then I can give this to you, Frank. All right. So now what I would like to do is I have a couple things that I need to share with you, right? So everybody knows that we still have a batik sale going on, right? So we have gorgeous, all of our batiks, 30% off, super exciting, online and in store. So lots and lots of bolts behind me, lots of great stuff to choose from. I know we haven't had big sale for a while, and well, I'm going to market to buy lots of good stuff, so gotta have a sale. We have been getting a lot of beautiful fabric in, and which is also really typical of how things had been when we had our trade shows, that we would often get a lot of fabric in May before Spring Quilt Market, and a lot of fabric in the month of October before I went to Fall Quilt Market. So while the shelves are busting at the seams, it is super exciting to be able to share a lot of really exciting product with you. And one of the new fabrics that I want to share with you is Chroma by Patrick Lose. It's a brand new blender, and Patrick Lose just has really sumptuous saturated colors, and I love this texture. So Frank, let's look overhead at this so that we can just look at this gorgeous palette. And I like how we have kind of this, I don't know, paintbrush style, right? It's just really beautiful. So there are 30 different fabrics in this collection, and we have a tower of all of it with fat quarters. If you had needed a half yard or yard tower of the whole palette, well, we would be delighted to create that for you. I believe Tammy is sharing a link to the fabric collection for you if you had wanted to look at the pieces individually. And so you have all the jewel tones here, and then we have some really nice neutrals. So the neutrals are included in the tower just because we wanted to make sure that you had all of the fabrics there. But can't you just see, so this is a really nice reorderable palette. It is $112.49 for the tower, and it is $10.99. It's value priced at $10.99 off the bolt. And actually, did I misspeak? It is simply North Cut. I think I had misspoken and said it was Patrick Lose. It is just North Cut. And Kathy asked if this is a printed cotton or batik. This is a printed cotton, but doesn't it kind of have that blendy look like it might be a batik? Ooh, but this is screen printed. And if you can't tell when you are in the store by how the front of the fabric looks, you can always look at the back of the fabric. And at the back of the fabric, you can see that it is different from the front, okay? So you can see quite that stark difference. And a batik that is hand-dyed and dipped, it will have the same color front and back, and is very difficult to tell the difference. So that is one super easy way to tell the difference between a batik and a screen print. Thank you, Kathy. So we have been looking at gorgeous fabrics to be able to enhance our color wall. You know, we order basics and we put basic stickers on things, and as we put our stickers on things, you know, sometimes things aren't basics forever. So as different basics retire, we need to continually find new basics in order to replace them on the color wall. So we continue with all of the luscious grunges that we have, and we have, Frank, we just ordered to fill in all of our thatched, right? Did we just order those, or we're going to be replenishing them? And with the thatched, they also came out with a whole bunch of the bias bindings on a roll, which is super fabulous. And then we are replenishing our spotteds as well. So, and canvas from Northcott, that's a really great price point basic as well. So lots of great ones there. And then we are on the lookout. We're also on the lookout from the basics category. We know we're really, really, really light on whites, as well as those light blenders. So we are on the lookout to beef that stock up as well. Because so often when the reps come and show me gorgeous fabrics, they show me great collections of like what I'm about to show you. And so having the opportunity to go to market and then just see whole lines of basics and just say, I want that palette and that palette and that palette, that can be lots of fun. So I can't wait. So, all right. I have another collection I'm going to be showing you, and that is a fun springy or baby line to share. This is Bunnies for Baby, and it is 17 fat quarters in this collection. Let's look overhead to see what this beautiful collection is. So this is really super cute for being baby, but it also could be Eastery or springy. And then you have your carrots in here too, which could be baby, garden, spring, seed packet, really fun. Hearts could translate into Valentine's, and this cute gingham strip. Oh my gosh. I mean, I just love these little bias printed ginghams here because they make the sweetest, sweetest, sweetest bindings. Oh, love it. So super cute. I mean, like if we look at this here, even if we weren't interested in a baby palette, look at that. It's just so fun and cheery. Super sweet. More bunnies, more flowers. So there you have it. Gorgeous line. It is Bunnies for Baby. And who prints this one? Is this a, it is a Patrick Lose. So Patrick Lose is a division of Northcott. And Patrick does really great, he does really great novelties, as you can see. So keep in mind, for those of you quilting, you know, we get our fabrics the season ahead. So we have all of our fall, all of our Christmas fabrics in stock. We might be restocking one thing or another, but all the new stuff we're getting in is springier, okay? One of the collections that we have been waiting for is Cinnamon and Cream. Ooh, look at this. Oh, we're looking up. So Cinnamon and Cream. So really fun. And this is Fig Tree. And one of the things that's really, really interesting, I've been in this business just long enough that, you know, everything old is new again. And so this really reminds me of the gorgeous Fig Tree collections that we had back when we very first introduced our Moda University. So, you know, back in the 2000, pre-2010. So if you have some projects that you're looking to embellish, oh my gosh, this would be amazing. And if you've never collected, well, this is the perfect time. We have a box kit, maybe, and it is little foxes that someone's grabbing for me, which is super exciting. And these little foxes are so adorable. They're so stinking cute. Thank you so much. The magic hand has brought it for me. And this is, we've seen it in a couple of other the shows that I've shared with you. It is 57 by 57. It's Francesca. We have the pattern available separately. They are foxes, not cats, but you probably could decorate it ever so slightly differently to turn them into cats if cats are more your thing. I would never tell. And well, it's super sweet. So we have all the pre-cuts, we have the yardage, super yummy. Check it out. I know it won't last long. We got a ton of the kits in just because I'm completely in love with it. And but as I said, I know it's going to go soon. We are going to, sure, we can. So we are going to be featuring this particular line in one of the, in our November. Can you believe it's already November? So this is going to be a November featured fabric line of the month in our Moda University, but you are going to be able to purchase this ahead of time. And one of the things that we're really trying to do is to make sure that if we're sharing it first, you know, since we had Moda last week, we want to make sure you know it's in store and don't have to think about it for that month before it comes, if that makes sense. We're trying to figure out all the timing on all this good stuff. I just want to, you know, do a brain dump so that you guys can just know everything that's going on all of the time. How does that sound? We'll just plug you in. Plug you into the Patchworks. Look at this. It's so pretty. I almost feel like that Instagram reel sound effect. Look at this. Look at this. Look. So, super pretty. There are 40 different fabrics in this particular fabric line. Okay. So, we have, that is one of the fabric lines that is in stock right now. We also got Bird Song, which is from Gingerbread. That is in stock as well. So that's super exciting. I'll share that one with you in a moment. We are anxiously awaiting for our moon garden. So we're hoping that's going to arrive early next week. They said it was going to be shipping this week. We don't have our shipping receipt yet, so we're crossing our fingers that it's going to be here really, really soon. Bird Song by Gingerbread is super pretty. It has 4 different small panels and always has a really good feel to it. So I just want to show you the larger panel. And I love the robin on it. Okay, so can you see this here? I'm kind of blocking my view. So this is half of it. This is a 36 by 45, so each of these would be like 18 by 20. Really great pillow panels. You could also use them in the center of a wall hanging. We have a really great pattern, wall hanging pattern that you could make, turn all 4 of them into different wall hangings. And then in this collection, there are 33 fabrics. So Frank, let's take a peek at these. Let's make sure I don't go too high. There we go. All the birds, flowers, really nice background here. And then we have this interesting gingham that's like this line drawing, and we have it in a few different colors, but I think it's really interesting. Your little bird feet. This flower is just so yummy. Available in a few different colors. So the collection is Birdsong by Gingerbur. Lots of beautiful fabrics. And this is also interesting. So you can see that it's a bird, right? But it's a line drawing. So depending on how you're looking at it, it also just has this interesting other shape that you may not see birds like you see it right there. And then there's the blue. So there's some very distinct colorways. You may use the whole grouping together, or you may divide it into different colorways. We have some neutrals. You know, that blue is just a pop. It's so beautiful, yet it's so different. And I love these sunbursts. And then I'm a little partial. I probably shouldn't tell you. This is like my favorite piece. Look at that. So pretty. So we have all the pre-cuts in that. This will be a featured fabric line for our November Moda University, but I wanted to make sure that you see it now. It's available to buy now because it came in now. So super exciting. More fabrics that are coming in. I think we just got the shipping receipt on both of these fabric lines. The Pansies Posies by Robin Pickens. So this is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous green and purple, okay? Wisconsin's favorite colors. Love it, love it, love it. Cannot wait. I mean, just look at this. And it's these sumptuous colors. The thing I'm also super excited is this particular background right here. Okay, this one. It was introduced in Tulip Tango. It's the thatched, but it has that dot overlay on it. We got a whole bunch more of it. So I know we ran out super quick with the Tulip Tango. I made sure that we ordered a lot. I mean, like a lot of it. Don't we have like 8 bolts coming or something like that? So we are super excited, and we are going to have this background, which is great. It also could be snow, which is super, super timely. I know we don't have any snowflake fabric right now, but look at that. That could be snow. So really nice, great background. I know you're going to love it. So that is coming. And then the Rendezvous is that super elegant Three Sisters. And for those of you that have said, you know, Julie, you haven't had a lot of traditional fabric lately. You know, we have the Fig Tree, the Rendezvous is coming in, and this, like this red here, that Three Sisters red is just so amazing. So oftentimes how it is that somehow the styles seem to ship together. And so I try to spread things out where we get contemporary and traditional alternating in the same months, but sometimes it just ends up that we get a lot of contemporary and then a lot of traditional, which is where we are now, but that's delightful and beautiful, and that way we have a little bit of something for everybody. A great box kit with this particular collection as well. So amazing things to look at. So we have some other, what do we have? Oh, we just have some other fun stuff behind me that I'm going to quick grab. It's not too late to start your Halloween project, you know, because, well, it's Halloween all year long. So this is one of my all-time favorite books. This is Festive Fall Quilts by Kim Schaefer. Super fun, super exciting, 21 fun applique projects for autumn, for Halloween and autumn. We have this back in stock. We have a brand new Hocus Pocus quilt pattern. And it's contemporary, it's shown in solids. You absolutely can use prints to make it. Really fun. And then we got this one back in stock. I love it. It is Making Mischief by Atkinson's Design, and wall quilt or table runner, or you know what? I mean, like this mummy kitty, seriously? Oh my gosh. I think I just might make a whole big quilt of Mummy Kitty because he's so super cute. You know, you could also turn Mummy Kitty into like a pillow or something. So really fun, really exciting. We have those in stock so that you can just be festive and fun. So any questions for me before I head to market? We are looking at a whole bunch of really amazing and exciting things that are going to be shown. I'm super excited about having the different collaboration. We have a bunch of surprises that our vendors have in store for us. Even though sort of in the past couple of years, it's turned out that a lot of times they go to social media, and so you're seeing things at the same time that we're seeing it, and sometimes because you're able to see it, you see it even before I do. I'm just really excited to be able to look at different fun programs and projects. So what I would like to, Frank, can you, we lost the camera, so have no fear. We have ways to do this. So we are going to just switch. I'm back. All right. Here I am. Oops. Da-da-da. There you go. So we're going to be looking for a whole bunch of really fun stuff while we're at market. And one of the things that's really, really interesting as well are going to be products and programs. So I know that we've been excited about some of the Tula things for next July or June or July that have been introduced. We are going to get a little bit more information on all of those. I'm also going to be looking for other blocks of the month. I know in the past when we've gone, we've always found some really exciting programs, including things that may be a little bit more traditional. So let me know if you are interested. You know, we're still working on our block bonanza. We are still working on our butterfly quilt. And so we're not necessarily tied to the calendar year for our different programs. But if there's something that you see that's out there that you want us to hop onto, please let us know, because that's how a lot of these programs are found. And I know, Mary, you're watching, and a lot of times there have been different times that Mary said, oh, I think that you should do this or you should do this. So if you're seeing something that I'm not, whether it's new or something that is revisited, please let us know, because we want to make sure that we can have a lot of really fun and exciting things. And that's where we're going to be making our plan for 2023. How exciting! Fun and new things. Do we have any questions tonight? We do not have any questions. I just see that Barb says, yeah, more traditional. And so Barb, since you put a comment out there, do you like samplers? And if so, do you like multi-sized, small size, or larger blocks? Ooh, I'm putting you on the spot. So that is, so it's just all sorts of things. We like to hear all sorts of different feedback. So while I'm there, you'll be seeing some increase of posts. Make sure to say hello and respond to them. Give us thumbs up on things that you like. Comment on things that you need us to check out. Friday, so tomorrow's my travel day. Friday we have a thing called Schoolhouse, which is where the manufacturers and industry experts share information with us. And on Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, the trade show floor is open. I know that a lot of my fellow shop owners who are going to be there are going to be broadcasting or commenting or sharing pictures as well. So help me out. And it's just going to be me on the sales floor. So make sure that you can help me see all that good stuff that there is to see. I would like to thank you for tuning in tonight on our crazy extra night. And well, we figured out most of the camera stuff, and I'm happy that we were able to stay with a nice, clear picture, and we will keep advancing our technology over the weeks to come. Until next time, happy quilting, and we will see you next week back at the shop. Make sure to shop those boutique sales that will be going through the weekend, and will be online through the end of the month. See you soon.